Reports are stating that Spurs are interested in Bremer, Spence and Bastoni. Another report is stating that Spurs are targeting striker Darwin Núñez. And DJ Kulusevski has come out and said Antonio Conte is obsessed with winning. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Let's start with a report from the Daily Mirror today, and they are stating that Darwin Núñez race is on as Antonio Conte targets 3 defenders. Spurs are reportedly in the hunt for Manchester United target Núñez, while Antonio Conte is seeking more signings to make his plans for a 3-man defence a reality. In the report, it says that Ivan Perisic has already been recruited and Fraser Forster is set to follow. Antonio Conte's next priorities are long-term signings for Tottenham. Antonio Conte needs a backup striker for Harry Kane, who can also play alongside the England captain, a strong centre-back to make the desired back 3 complete, and an attacking right wing-back. In the report, it says that Ivan Perisic has already been recruited and Fraser Forster is set to follow. Antonio Conte's next priorities are long-term signings for Spurs. Antonio Conte needs a backup striker for Harry Kane, a strong centre-back to make the desired back 3 complete, and an attacking right wing-back. It then goes on to talk about striker Darwin Núñez, and it says anonymous sources close to the player are credited for getting Núñez's name placed firmly on the Tottenham radar. The Uruguay has rattled in 34 goals in 41 appearances for Benfica this season, and it is believed that Manchester United are also interested, according to Sport Italia. Also in this report, it says that Spurs Managing Director of Football Fabio Paratici is interested in signing Gabriel Jesus and Lautaro Martinez. And according to Tutto Mercato Web, Spurs are interested in Alessandro Bastoni, the Inter Milan defender, and he's being seen at the very front of the list of possible candidates to bolster the centre of the Tottenham defence. Now, many reports have stated that Inter Milan are after Bremer of Torino. That would leave the door open for Alessandro Bastoni to leave Inter Milan and sign for Tottenham. But in this report from the Daily Mirror, it says, or Tottenham could go route 1, with reports in Italy suggesting that they could hijack Inter's interest by offering him more money to Bremer to bring him directly to the Premier League. In this report, it then goes on to talk about Jed Spence and said cigar-smoking promotion celebrating right wing-back Jed Spence is a £16 million target for Spurs as they look to fill a key position in the system that Antonio Conte wants to promote at Tottenham. It also states that with the new investments, Spurs are having to keep one eye on the homegrown quota of players, and their pursuit of the England under-21 international is expected to begin when the current 2-week international break finishes. Emerson Royale has failed to convince as a first-class attacking option, and the emergence of Ryan Sessegnon at the end of the season on the left shows that Antonio Conte is more than willing to give youth its chance than he has perhaps in the past. Another report has just been published by the Daily Mirror, and they are stating that Tottenham Hotspur Director of Football Fabio Paratici held talks with representatives of Juventus midfielder Weston McKennie at the start of the year over what has been described as a discreet summer deal. There has been plenty of speculation linking Tottenham with midfield targets, including the likes of Christian Eriksen and James Ward-Prowse, but Fabio Paratici is said to be a big fan of Weston McKennie and held talks in January over a potential move. Those early talks will stand Spurs in good stead should they wish to pursue the Juventus midfielder this summer, but it all depends on how well those talks between Fabio Paratici and McKennie's representatives went. Even before news of those discussions, Spurs were being strongly linked with the 23-year-old before they snapped up Bentancur instead. Now, of course, Dejan Kulusevski signed in the January transfer window. Well, he's been talking in a recent interview about his time at Spurs so far and has described it as 10 out of 10. It could not be better. I had fun, felt good, and the results went as they should. Everything was perfect. Very good coaches, very good teammates, smart people. Everyone just wants to win, and we found each other very well. Dejan Kulusevski described head coach Antonio Conte as being obsessed with winning and works from morning till night. He then went on to say he wants to be the best for us players and I like him off the field too. He is an incredible coach. Talking about Spurs qualifying for next season's Champions League, Kulusevski said, I think that means everything. It changes the whole season. I do not know if Antonio Conte would stay if we did not get into the Champions League, but now we did and everyone is happy. It will be incredibly fun to play Champions League football with Tottenham. So, of course, Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso has spent time at Villarreal on loan since the January transfer window. Well, the Football Insider are stating that Villarreal are in advanced talks to sign Lo Celso on a permanent basis. There is also a report out today from Spanish publication Marca, who are pretty much saying the same. They are in talks with Tottenham to sign Giovanni Lo Celso permanently. A report has just been published by Sport, the Spanish publication, all about Kalidou Koulibaly, the centre-back at Napoli, and they are stating that his preference is to join Barcelona this summer, but Tottenham, Chelsea and Juventus are paying very close attention to what's happening with the situation. Now, many congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur striker and England captain Harry Kane. He has just been nominated for the 2022 Men's PFA Players Player of the Year. The 6 players who have been nominated are as follows: De Bruyne of Manchester City, Harry Kane of Tottenham, Mane of Liverpool, Cristiano Ronaldo of Manchester United, Salah of Liverpool and Van Dijk of Liverpool. The very best of luck to Harry Kane. Now, my thoughts on all of these stories in this episode. Let's start by talking about Spence, Bastoni and Bremer first of all. Antonio Conte sure does want to improve this Tottenham Hotspur starting 11 and, of course, the squad overall. It's all about improvements. It's all about changing the squad this season, having a complete rebuild this summer. And, of course, we've got off to a great start in announcing Ivan Perisic only yesterday. I fully expect him to be playing at left wing back, which is a real improvement. So, of course, Antonio Conte will want to concentrate next on right wing back and perhaps bring in another defender as well. Bastoni would probably come in for Davis if that was the case, if we can get that deal over the line for around £54 million. But we seem to be being linked with every single player under the sun at the moment, especially with the club coming out and saying there is £150 million for Antonio Conte and Fabio Paratici to spend. We're going to be linked with every single player, but I have no doubt that Conte and Fabio Paratici, they are very, very clever men. They are very, very clever football men. They know their football, they know their players, they know exactly who they want to bring in, and I think it's only a matter of time before we get another very, very good announcement announcing another very good player, because let's face it, Antonio Conte is not going to take second or third or fourth options. He will want the first options. He will want players. He would have named players to Fabio Paratici, and he would have told him, go out and get these players in for me because they will improve the Spurs 11, and that is exactly what Antonio Conte wants to do. That brings me on to talking about Dejan Kulusevski's comments saying about Antonio Conte is obsessed with winning. I absolutely love hearing stuff like this. Antonio Conte is a born winner. He's bringing in players that are born winners as well. People like Ivan Perisic, he's a born winner. Won trophies everywhere he's gone, and I believe that Antonio Conte is changing the mentality at Spurs. Things are changing, and that's why I'm very, very happy at the moment, very excited going forward, because Antonio Conte is changing quite a lot of stuff at our club. And remember, he only arrived on the 2nd of November. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.